Okay, Lee, whenever you're ready.
Okay. In my high school, abstinence-only sex education was taught in 9th grade, and my graduating class had a really high pregnancy rate, and 2 of my closest friends were teen moms. According to Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, in 2011, a survey indicated that 47% of high school students have had sex, and girls ages 15 to 19 have the highest rate of chlamydia of any other age group. Hi, I'm Leah Panetta, and today I'm going to persuade you that abstinence plus sex education should be taught in every public high school across the country. First, I will talk about the 3 different types of sex education. Then I will discuss what sex education is being taught in some of the high schools and why it's not working. And finally, I will explain which one should be taught and why. Some schools do teach sex education, but they're teaching abstinence-only programs. The 3 different types are abstinence-only, comprehensive, and abstinence plus. Abstinence-only teaches teens just to say no and not the consequences if they do say yes. Comprehensive sex education is teaching the teens the consequences if they do say yes, and abstinence plus teaches kids that they have the option to say no, and it teaches them the consequences if they say yes. According to teenhealth.com, governments are funding abstinence-only programs because since schools teach teens to say no about drugs, they should also say no to sex. But there are many problems that come up with teaching abstinence-only programs. According to teenhealth.com, rates were low for 14 years and then began rising again in 2006. The United States has the highest teen birth rate, and according to this chart, it's 41.9%, whereas every other country has lower. So the United States is the highest. And yeah. Also, 80% of teen pregnancies are unintended, which if teens knew the consequences, then they wouldn't be having sex or they would be using protection, because teens say that they believe that they can't get pregnant the first time, so they don't use protection. And 67% of teens wish that they had waited and knew the consequences of having sex the first time. If teens are willing to learn about the consequences, then we should teach them. The solution to the problem of teen pregnancy is the abstinence plus programs. Abstinence-only programs are not working because it's not teaching teens a wide range about sex education. Parents also believe that they want children to learn abstinence-only programs. According to this, which was done at a Harvard University study, it shows that abstinence plus program is most voted to be taught in high schools across the country, or abstinence plus programs, where abstinence only is only 15% by parents, and comprehensive is 36%, whereas abstinence plus is 46%. And reasons why that abstinence plus programs works, according to the Disease and Control Center, is first, studies say that if you just say no, it doesn't change people's opinions. They're still going to have sex, and it won't help those who do say yes. The second reason is just because teens learn the consequences does not mean that they're going to have sex. And the third reason is if you start having safe sex, you will continue to have safe sex, because 30% are more likely to use condoms later in life if they are taught at a young age. So in conclusion, if sex education was taught throughout my high school, then perhaps teen pregnancy rate would be lower. If teens are willing to learn about sex education, then the consequences should be taught.
Quickly.